farming and agriculture. In the late 19th century, such a change that for sure. The industrialized and became city dwellers. How that all happened, well, I'm about to tell you. 1890 Census Bureau told us western frontier was officially closed. Thus, people stopped turning to the west. It was migration to the city for the rest.
Yeah, here we go. This beam is here. Check it. And here we go. 19th century urbanization. People were moving to a new location. They filled with talk and walk their walk. And soon they were living in a new room block. Yeah, people were down with their old rural pity. So they started moving into new urban cities. As a natural result, the city started growing. And not yet to revolt, the people started owing. Attracting the masses to the new way of life. They were factories filling, giving much of them strife. With a 12-hour day and low pay and wages, there was a bill to pay. They were all different ages, accommodating for all the fast-paced migration. The area needed some reorganization. People living closer, women making their own way. They can't say no, sir. Their daily sky turned gray.
Poor city workers were often crowded, living in poorly built tenement houses. They had no choice, but the wealthy people did. They could choose wherever they wanted to live. Instead of living near the center like the poor, wealthier people found housing that was more secure. They spurred urban sprawl towards the outskirts where they spread. It was very different from their typical rural homesteads. They built the city small for people to traverse them. They walked all through town wherever they needed. Industry started growing and so did population, so the people started turning to new transportation. Streetcars, subways, all new inventions, all new sorts of technology solutions. Electric trolleys, all types of mass transit helped the city people go wherever they needed. Immigration and internal migration caused a dramatic population inflation. U.S. cities increased by 15 million in just the 20 years before 1900. From the 17th to the 19th century, America saw a shift in urbanization. Towards the end of the 1800s, 35% lived in urban population. The growth of cities was built upon lawyers and merchants and manufacturers. Everyone worked to play their part. Urban towns became cultural centers. City politics consisted of neighborhood machines, political groups that were extreme. They were headed by leaders known as bosses. They kept cities under control and no one dared cross them. The boss knew exactly what buttons to push to manipulate the city and get what they wished. They were corrupt but also effective. The boss tweet scandals were eventually detected. Life was good, but living was tough. With high rents and low wages, it wasn't enough. Robbery and theft became commonplace. Even murder and prostitution caught up in the race. Newspapers overstated increases in crime. Police forces were made when rents were at their prime. They kept order in town and protected property. Progressive society gave more opportunity. Beginning of the aggressive movement allowed for the city conditions improvement, reducing corruption and new public health measures. Standard of living improved with their endeavors. In central business districts, there were specialized spaces, retail districts, office blocks, manufacturing places. There were even town washes and other urban amenities like water pumps and garbage collection provided for the cities. Before long, people started noticing a change. They noticed that the city started smelling really strange. Traffic jams, slums, and lots of pollution, increasing health problems from lack of sanitation. In the final years of the 1800s, urban cities and their rapid growing populations, there was a poor support due to lack of infrastructure. Problems had become harder to endure. But in the end, the cities were a cause for celebration. Masses of people making new connections forever changed the way of American society. Thanks to urbanization, a city is a bucket of KFC chicken variety. A crisis in social welfare was occurring. Child labor, poor slums, very much disturbing. Settlement houses gave people a new view. They tried giving poor the attention they were due. Social workers started providing assistance, trying to alleviate unfortunate conditions. Education became a new priority, dealing with social problems of poor majority. Strangers in a new apartheid Hatin fostered new feelings of anti-immigration, new immigrants with strange traditions, social safety nets based on ethnic recognition. 10 years after 1880, they had vacated. 6 million foreign people immigrated, most from southern and eastern Europe. Despite discrimination, they carried new hope. Now for a new change in public opinion, the newspapers were to make the people dominion, generating a new style of popular culture, reading the papers like they was a vulture, giving birth to the mass media. These people don't need no Wikipedia. Introduced with linotype to this society, will your picture lose or gain you propriety? Don't worry if black and white ain't your swag. The 1890s, full color printing was in the bag. Sunday comics, you're on our horizon. With our prices dropping, our numbers are rising. From overseas, the people are flocking at ports near New York City. Their boats are docking. Cities filling with a variety of dialect. The changing world, America's culture does reflect. Depending on the press for economic survival, theater and sporting events could make a revival. Seeming to influence public behavior discreetly, while display advertising could do this concretely. Creating a new system for music at your own home, the phonograph ended only with another moan. Figure skating, duplex weddings, marching in Tabasco. People everywhere solving what could be a fiasco. Greatest show on earth, circus and Central Park. These places you can still go to listen to a lark. To New York City, polo was introduced, not a place where sleep was induced. Reconstructionist Henry Ward Beecher, he who was a well-known preacher. The Women's Christian Temperance Union was created. Founder Frances Willard, by woman was not hated. A woman's role in life was diversing. Now they could do things such as teaching or nursing.
America's being taken over by big businesses. All those other times, this were a witnessing this. The time was now for the next industrial revolution. The second appearance made a great contribution. Mrs. J.J. asked the well-known dame into the New York social scene. She soon came. Public telephones made their first appearance. Rockefeller's oil was in the clearance. The first American zoo, now canned fruits and meat. Football uniforms and tennis put us on our feet. The railroads are extended 87,000 miles. People less reprimanded. Regulatory Mexican miles. Buffalo Bill and his Wild West show. Life-changing close to what we now know. A man opened the first public library. For that, we can thank Andrew Carnegie.
Yeah, alright, here we go. This one's for Miss McCarran. Yo. The country started off based on farming and agriculture. The late 19th century started to change that for sure. Let me start. I got the bitch.